Hi, welcome to our math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on radical functions and specifically finding the domain and range of radical functions. In this video, both examples have an even root. All right, so if it has an even root, it means it has a set starting point. So the domain and range each have one infinite boundary, and the other boundary is a set real number. Okay, to figure out the domain, we take 7x plus 21 and say that it has to be greater than or equal to 0 because the restriction on an even radical is that what's under the radical has to be even. So we subtract 21 from both sides. We get that 7x is greater than or equal to negative 21. Divide by 7. Don't mistake this for dividing by a negative. We're dividing into a negative, but the inequality stays exactly the same way. And that's going to be our domain. Our domain is that x is greater than or equal to negative 3. As long as it's greater than or equal to negative 3, we'll get a positive under the radical and everything will be okay. For the range, we look at the bookends of the radical. This 12 is positive. That tells me that the range goes to positive infinity. This negative 25 is the other endpoint of the range. So our range goes from negative 25 to positive infinity. For our second one, because this is even, we do the same thing. We say that 9x plus 15 has to be greater than or equal to 0. 9x has to be greater than or equal to negative 15. Divide by 9. And x has to be greater than or equal to, I'm going to reduce this fraction. I'm going to take a 3 out of top and bottom, and I'm going to get negative 5/3. And that's going to be my domain. For the range, again, I look at the bookends. This 10 is negative, so this graph is going to go to negative infinity, and this 12 will be the other bookend of the range. So the range goes from negative infinity to 12. You can, of course, use interval notation for the domain. I could say negative 5/3 to infinity. I could use an inequality for the range. I could say that k of x has to be less than or equal to 12. Unless you're specifically told the format, you have freedom, but make sure you're writing your domain and range in the format that is expected of you. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.